Okay.
Where are we supposed to be? Would it work better if it was like this way?
What do you mean? Like if I flip it?
Yeah.
Well then,
Instead of this way?
so when I do that, it'll flip the whole camera around when people watch it for TikTok.
Oh,
So that's
it's
why I
kind
have
of
it
like
upright.
the penis
Yeah.
in the anus.
Mm-hmm. If
Okay.
you want to step on something so you look taller, you can do that.
No, I'm okay with my height.
Okay, so the first question is your favorite memory of me as a child.
As a child,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's when I had you. You were like, when you were first born, you weren't making any noise at all because you like inhaled a whole bunch of fluid, and I'd had problems having you. So you weren't making any noise. And I remember when you were first born, I'm like, oh, thank God, he's like quiet. And then they got you, and I didn't realize you weren't breathing, and because I'd had difficult labor. Anyway, so then they got you breathing, and you started like screaming, and I'm like, of course I'm 17 years old, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope like it's not gonna be like this all the time. That was the first thing in my head because I was young. And so you're screaming, and they finish doing everything they're doing with you, and then they hand you to me, and the first thing I say to you is, I'm like, I hope you don't squawk like this all the time. And you just instantly were quiet. You stopped, and your eyes got big, and you just laid there, and you just listened to me, and you were quiet, and that was the first time I'm like, yeah, this is going to work out. We're going to do this. We're a team. But yeah, it was... I feel awkward.
I feel awkward. I'm going to move this back just a little bit. Okay. There. That's a little more room. Okay. What is your wish for me in the future?
I want you to be happy in whatever you're doing. And I think maybe right now in your life, you're trying to find your place still. And I hope you find whatever it is that you enjoy doing and that you're happy. That's what I wish for you.
Okay. What are your feelings around sex work? So like me doing OnlyFans and making money online. What is your feelings towards that?
I was maybe a little... I didn't know what to think initially when you first told me. And then I thought about it and I'm like, it doesn't matter to me what you do for work.
Money is money.
Money is money, and if it gets you where you want to be, like maybe this isn't for you forever, or maybe you'll still be doing that when you're 90. I don't know, but if it gets you to where you want to be,
just wrinkly
right?
nuts.
then it's not for me or anybody else to have an opinion on that. And I'm just happy that you're in my life, and being judgmental about something like that I don't want that to change anything. So.
Okay. Favorite memory of us together?
I think it goes back to when you were born.
That same one?
Yeah. Something happened, and I think you can be saved by people, by things that happen to you in life. And maybe my life was just not kind of going down the path it could have gone down. And I think when you came into my life, you changed that. Like, we didn't always have a lot when you were little, but it changed the direction of my life. And that's something that I'm grateful for, not just for you, but for me. It was a good change.
Okay. What is your favorite characteristic of me?
How you are about things. Like animals, like how your heart is, where your heart is at. That's my favorite thing about you. If you know I'm having a bad day, how you engage with me and make sure I'm okay. And you can be in Edmonton, and sometimes you'll just text me and you'll be like, Mom, are you okay? That is my favorite thing about you.
Okay. Best advice for someone that struggles to find a healthy relationship?
It starts with you. If you're not having a healthy relationship, you need to bail out of that. And you need to stay out of relationships until you find you first. It starts here all the time, and then the next thing you gotta look at is who you hang out with. Because how those people are is going to be how the other people that you attract. So you need to change your way of thinking. You need to change your lifestyle if you want to be in a healthy relationship. It starts with you. It does.
Okay. What do you think about all my tattoos? Is there a tattoo that you really like that's your favorite, or do you have a tattoo that you really don't like? It's my mom's birthday on my hand.
I think that's my favorite, and I don't know that you have any that I can say that I don't like. You know, it's just kind of all blends together, and it's all you.
Okay. So it goes off the tattoos again. What do you think about my face tattoos? So let's say, what was your initial impression when I first started getting face tattoos?
It was really little. Like the first face tattoo
Was
you
it
got was
cross?
like really, really small.
Mm-hmm.
And so you gently broke into it. It wasn't like you just showed up and it was all
Bam!
blood, right? You like kind of gently went into it, and then you'd kind of, I don't say you'd give me the heads up. We just always kind of talk, but sometimes you'd be like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting another tattoo on my face," and I'd be like, "Okay, where?" And some of them, when they've showed up, I've been like, "Man, that actually like looks cool, and I really like it." So I'm not against tattoos myself, so I think that helps.
What do you think about my girlfriend and us as a couple?
I love her to bits. I have said before that if something ever happened, we're gonna keep her. So hopefully you guys are amicable if you break up, because she's still coming to stuff.
Okay. Okay, we've talked about this one. What do you think about me wanting to get my eyes tattooed or other body modifications like splitting my tongue?
I'm not worried about you splitting your tongue. I definitely have concerns about your eyes, and the only reason I say that is, like you hear horror stories where people have lost their sight.
It's changed their vision somewhat.
It's changed their vision. They've lost their depth perception. Things are now blurry, and we have however many, like, if I could pick a sense to lose, it would not be my eyesight.
What sense would you lose?
My sense of smell.
I think
Dang,
smell,
I
yeah.
don't really want to smell no one's farts no more. I could
Or
live
their
without
body
that.
odor. The body odor is the big one for me.
Oh, yeah,
I don't mind
Those
someone's
things
ass when
could
they
leave.
stink because I can appreciate a stinky fart.
right. And they're funny.
Yeah.
They do make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would be one. I think your eyesight's so important, and I think it's something that most of us just have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for somebody who doesn't have their eyesight, if someone asked them, I think it would be something they would want.
I don't know. If you were
Maybe.
born without eyesight and you kind of learn to, I guess, just not have it and live without it, I wonder how much of a shock it would be to someone's system. It's like when you see those videos of like babies when they get hearing aids for the first time, they hear mom's voice.
Right.
But, what was I like as a teenager?
I think you were maybe a little more over the top and out of control than some. We definitely butted heads a few times. That's a tough one. You had some journeys that you had to go through to become who you are. And I definitely love some of the life experience that you got, because I love who you are. I love who you are. Are you laughing?
I love you too, Mom. What do you value the most about yourself?
Ooh. I want to pass on that. Talking about myself is hard for me.
Okay. What was your number one rule as a parent?
Honesty.
Don't lie.
Don't lie. I'm like, it never mattered to me. I think at one point in time, you guys would get in trouble if you did something wrong, and you guys started to lie. And then it changed to like, if you lie, I'm taking all your toys, and like it's the ultimate offense. But if you just tell the truth, and as long as you apologize or you help fix whatever you broke, you try to make things right and you make the right choice. Yeah. As long as you do the actions to correct what you did, you're really not in trouble. it's about learning.
You know
but
what
if you
sucked?
lie to me, oh my gosh,
You know
I
what
hated
sucked
that.
is when they were trying to charge me with trafficking in middle school. And you're like, do you have any drugs at the house? And I was like, well, I have a quarter ounce of weed. You're like, where? So I show you I have this weed in my little pipe. And you fucking, okay, thank you. And you confiscated it and got rid of it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to be honest with you anymore. I was like, that cost me money. I was so pissed. What is the one thing you wish you said but never did?
I should have told you more often how good you were at things that you were good at. I don't know if I told you that enough. I should have done more things to help build your self-esteem. And I think you have a decent enough self-esteem, but I think things happened to you in life that brought you down, and I should have done more to get you as high as you could be in your own self-worth. That's how I feel. And I think that's something that rolled out even like from my childhood, right? I think people assume sometimes that other people have that self-worth that they need. Mm-hmm. And I think I assumed that about you because you were always so social and outgoing, and I should have still focused more on that and told you how good you were at the things that you were good at.
So the last question here. What is one piece of life advice you would give to the younger generation?
Healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Don't let people walk on you. They're not going to be there forever. But you are always going to have to deal with you. So set healthy boundaries for yourself. Make sure you're healthy. And get rid of toxic people in your life. They don't need to be there. Mm-hmm. Like, bye. You don't have to say bye to them. Just walk away. Ghost them.
Block them.
Yep. Move on.
Yeah. Now, if you made it this far in the video, my mom has a little business of her own.
Oh, no.
It is Hippie Habits Long Arm Quilting. If you want to give her a follow on Facebook or Instagram, the name is right here. Check the comments. Don't be a wiener. Go check her stuff out. Support my mom so she doesn't have to work in the oil field anymore. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Love you.
Okay.